Hello everybody, and thank you again for coming back to our monthly updates. Today we will be looking at May of 2023 and comparing the sales and listing statistics to April of 2023. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe, like, show your appreciation. It'll tell us that you guys want to see more. We've broken the video down into timestamps below, so if you want to jump into any particular section, you can feel free to do so, and let's get into it. Starting off with single family homes, we have some positive news. We saw a total number of 134 single family homes hit the market last month, which is a 9.8% increase from the figures that we saw in April. Now in those, there was a 1% increase in the median price, going up to $892,000 from $882,000. But the good news is that the average price dropped down by a significant margin. The dip was 16.59%. So this is phenomenal news for anybody who's looking to get in the single family market. Now, when we look at their sales figures, it is a little bit different. Much better news for sellers as opposed to buyers. We saw a total number of 70 recorded sales for single family homes, which is a 25% increase from the 56 that we saw in April. Now in those, there's an 11.5% increase in the median price, jumping up to $822,000 from $737,000, and another 11% increase in the average price, up to $1.05 from $943K. So again, phenomenal news for any single family home owners, and if you're looking to get into a single family, you might have an easier time, but do expect a lot of competition. All right, so moving on to condominiums, we do have some good news. We saw a total number of 671 new listings hit the market in May, which is a 16.9% increase from the 574 that we saw in April. Now in those, there was a 3% drop in the median price, going down to $799,000, with a 14% drop in the average price, going down to $1.1 million. This is phenomenal news. Again, if you are looking to buy a condominium, it appears to be the right time. Now, when we look at their sales figures, we do have some positive news. There was a near 40% increase in the amount of recorded sales that we saw. This number went to 374 from the 269 that we saw in April. So this is phenomenal news. If you guys saw last report, we were a little bit concerned of that sudden dip in the amount of recorded sales. So great news for the recovery. Now in those, there wasn't too much fluctuation in the median and the average price. Median price only increased by 1.3%, and the average price actually dipped by 1.14%. So phenomenal news for anyone looking to get into condominiums. Moving on to multifamily homes, which of course we love. There was a small 3% decrease in the amount of listings that we saw. We last month only had 90 new multifamilies listed, whereas in April we saw 93. So not a major difference there. The median price in these listings did increase by 7.53%, jumping up to just under 1.2 million. And the average price basically stayed the same, only a 0.39% increase, up to 1.55 million. Now moving on to their sales, some great news. The total recorded sales jumped up by 19%, jumping up to 37 from 31. And in those, we saw a 3% increase in the median price, up to 1.05 million, and a small 2.7 decrease in the average price, down to 1.2 million. So phenomenal news for investors and landlords alike. Your home is still increasing in value, and there's still a ton of people who are looking for it. So hold on to those. Time for the year-to-year review, which, you know, sucks. But anyways, we are down by 27% in inventory levels, which have remained steady for quite some time. They've been floating around the 27% range. The real good news here is the pending sales. Every week we have been catching up to last year's figures. Now, this isn't anything to necessarily jump over because we're still down by 30.4% to be specific, but this is still phenomenal news. We started the month at negative 33%, so very, very good that we're catching up at all. No one saw that coming. But, you know, we do kind of have to play it by ear because we do not have such great news with interest rates. Let's break some people's hearts. with interest rates. We're sorry. Actually, it's not so bad. Okay, so the month ended at 7.14% with the 30-year fixed, which sent us into a frenzy. We were calling a bunch of people. We cried to our moms. But it was okay, because today we rechecked those, it being June 1st, and they actually went down to 6.85%. We hope that they continue their descent, but we are more leaning towards and expecting an increase down the line. So again, and as always, if you can afford to get a place, you should do that sooner rather than later. Once interest rates do start dropping, what's going to happen is that all home values are going to skyrocket. You're going to see major jumps all throughout. So, as always, get what you can. All right, that wraps up our review for May of 2023 and the Boston real estate market. We hope you've enjoyed this video and somehow it helps you make better decisions in your real estate endeavors. We will catch you guys next month, and do all the stuff where you press buttons to like the video and subscribe.